Hello, hello everyone. This is Cheryl here. I have a haul, as you can see, laying all over my desk like a big mess. But I love it because it's a lot of lace, and don't we all love lace? So I'm here to show it to you really quick. I went to a thrift store yesterday. It's one of my favorite little thrift stores, and I get all kinds of goodies. So look at this pretty yellow doily. And what I'm going to do, oh, this just sounds terrible, I know. But I'm going to cut it up into little individual doilies. See all around the edge? There's these kind of doilies, and then there's these little flower things. And if, I cut them all off, I can use them individually. And then I have this piece to cut and use on different things. And it's yellow, which is great for spring. Like I haven't seen a yellow doily for a long time like that. So I love that. And then I bought this. And this, when I cut it in the right place, is going to give me all these little individual square doilies. Look at that. It's going to be like a pile of them. See that? Oh, I love it. So I got that. All of this stuff that I'm showing you today, there's lace and doilies, and then there's some papers and stationery. And some of the papers were from the 1800s. So all of this stuff for $25, guys. $25. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't pass it up for that. Look at this big roll of lace. This is beautiful. Very, very light yellow. Very light yellow. Beautiful lace, and look how big this roll is of it. Oh my goodness. I love that when that happens. At this particular thrift store, I always have such good luck there. There's always this, there's bins of lace there. These ladies are bringing in their lace that they no longer want and cleaning it out. And I don't know, this looks like it was from a long time ago. And just didn't get all used, and it's beautiful. I'm going to love that. And then you've got to love this. Look at this. There is, let's see, how many yards? 5 yards of this. Okay. 5 yards for $2.50. There's no way if you buy something like this in the store that you would even get a yard of that for $2.50. Look at that. It has gold thread in it. Is that not beautiful? It is beautiful. How beautiful would that be in a snippet? How beautiful would that be on a spine with ribbon woven through the holes? How beautiful. I mean, and this beautiful peach color that's in it, and gold, and like a white cream, whatever. It's more like a cream color. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is, but I've never seen anything like it, so I love it, and I had to have it. And this beautiful peach colored lace. My goodness, there are, I think this is 7 yards. 7 yards. Nope, 3 yards it says. My bad. 3 yards for $1.50. Where are you going to get beautiful lace like this for $1.50 a yard even? But this is 3 yards. Look at that. And sometimes when lace is gathered like this, you can go along with your rotary cutter or your scissors and cut that gathered edge off, or you can take your picker, this thing. If you're a sewer, you know what this is. And you can get under that stitching. And you can undo it, and look at there, you can take out the gathering so that it is a flat lace. So that's your freebie for the day. So you'll have a flat lace then if you don't want to use it gathered. And a lot of times we like our lace flat. But you can easily make it flat. Okay, so I'll put that back in there. And then look at this. This is just a small little piece, but it's so beautiful. 2 yards of this. Very beautiful lace for $1.15. Very pretty. I love beauty. It can be coffee dyed, you know, tea dyed. Always keep that in mind when you're shopping for lace and you see it and it's white or it's like a ivory or cream. You can always. This was 90 cents for a yard of just, we've all seen this kind of lace. And you can take, again, those threads out and it won't be gathered anymore. It'll be a flat lace. Same with this. $1.75 for 3 yards. Oh, I was so happy. Let's take a look at it. I don't even think I opened this one yet. Some of them I haven't even had open to look at them close. Oh yeah, we use this type all the time, don't we? But we can take that gathering out and it'll be a nice flat lace. You could make a ruffle with it. You could edge a page with it. Whatever you want to do. I love it. Love it, love it. Don't you love lace? Is it like one of your favorite things? I think I just showed you that. Look at this lavender. Oh my golly, this is flat. Look at this flat, beautiful lavender lace. Oh, and that is like, I don't even think I've had this open either because I can just see it so well. She taped it shut, man. 4 yards for $2.40. That's really good. You know how expensive it is. Look at this beautiful yellow lace. Now this is a little bit brighter lace, but it's still soft. 2 yards for $1.60. Is that not beautiful? I mean, let's see it outside of the bag. Oh, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Oh, I love it. And look at this. This is 7 yards of crocheted lace. This is like the crocheted kind. And it has this binding. It's been gathered with a little bit of seam binding stuff. But that can be taken off. And then I will have this beautiful flat lace. Same thing right here. This is it not gathered. And this is when it's gathered. So I think somebody did this. I don't know. Because it's the same lace. Okay. But this one is just the straight lace piece. And this is gathered. But this can be undone. And it won't damage the lace. And I have 7 yards of lace for $4.60. I thought that was a really good deal. Here's another little piece. Flat lace. About 50 cents. It's just a little piece. Doesn't have how much. Here's a pack of lace. 50 cents for some ruffled lace. We can unruffle it if we want to. And look at this. This is just going to be so cute. This is like chenille rickrack. Yeah, that's what it says. Chenille rickrack. And it can be used, and it is especially cute, sewn on snippet rolls. Isn't that? I've seen white, but I've never seen the pink. So here it was, 50 cents. And then there were all these little seam binding lace. We used to hem our skirts and use this to make it pretty on the underside. You know, we would attach it to the edge of the fabric, fold our skirt up, and then hand stitch it. And then you would have this lace, and that would make it pretty. So your skirt was pretty on the inside, or your dress, or whatever. So here's these pretty greens. There's 2 different greens. There's deep purple, which who doesn't love that? And then here's another green, Kelly green. So picked them all up because they'll all be useful. Here's some in a bag, and it's very similar, and it's orange, 5 yards for $2.75. It's pretty. $2.50 for 5 yards of this cream color. It's just like a narrow gathered lace. Again, that stitching comes out really easy, and we can make it flat if we want to. They had this little pack. They had different packs of embroidery thread, and I don't know about you, but I sometimes use it to bind journals, signatures into, journals, and I sometimes use it to sew, hand sew, or buttons, put through buttons to make them look pretty on projects. And I bought it because this gold thread was in there, and I love this. This is more like a copper color. And I love to put thread behind my butterflies and different things, projects. So I bought it just for that, $1.25. But I'll use all these colors, So that is all the lace. And I love old stationery because nobody hardly has stationery anymore. But this was laying in there in the thrift shop, and it was a pack, and it has this paper pad attached to it that you can tear a sheet off. It's lined, and here are the envelopes, and aren't they pretty? Now it has somebody's name, so that would have to be covered, but wouldn't that be cute in a journal, to use for different things? We could make all kinds of things. So it isn't going to be too much of a problem to cover, since we collage all the time anyway and use stamps and stuff. That name can be covered, and that won't bother me a bit. That won't hinder me. And here's some more stationery. I just love old stationery. I love to fold them pretty and put them in side pockets in journals. Look at this stationery. That is so pretty. And I guess, I miss the fact that we don't write letters anymore, hardly. I mean, we do, but it's always texting. And this is just a pink piece. And here's some plain stationery. And look at this. This is springy and it has some embossing. You can't hardly see it, but it has embossing down the side, and then it has these embossed flowers on here. I love that. And this is from Hallmark. So very nice. Very nice. So I'm a collector of old stationery. I love to use it in journals. And then I couldn't pass these up for $1. This is a very, very old. You can see how old and yellow, aged this is. This is an old dictionary of the English language. So for $1 a pack, somebody took apart the whole dictionary and then gave us a couple of signatures out of it for $1 a pack. And I thought that was good. We're always looking for old paper to collage with, and we want that aged look. I love that. Here is an old magazine from 1898, for the primary teacher. It's called The Primary School, a magazine for the primary teacher, March of 1898. And it's very fragile and old. It has advertisements, and it has things in for teachers to do. And arithmetic, music, language, supplementary reading. Oh, so cool. I'm going to hate taking it apart and using it, but it has poems in it. It has pictures and stories for teachers. And in the center, it has this really, really old, fragile, it's not even attached. It's an old picture, artwork. Copyright 1898, both of them. So pretty, and look how aged that is. Oh my goodness. Look at that green patina. Isn't that pretty? Probably was a green paper, and around the edges it's getting, brown like the other. But I think it was the center of the magazine. This picture was just added in there, probably by the owner of the magazine. And this subscription was a monthly subscription for $1 a year. Wouldn't it be great to get a magazine every month for 10 cents, or 10 cents, something like that? 12 cents, I don't know. $1 a year, $1 a year, divided by 12, whatever that is. Can't do it right now. Volume 2 of Broadway Music. Look at this, music pages. Now they're not super old, but we use music pages and we coffee dye them and we age them up and we use them in our journals and we collage with it. So we always need music pages. So I have this whole great big book of music pages, and all of this stuff was $25, and I thought it was a good deal. Oh, and a pattern. This is an old Holly Hobby pattern for little girls. I'm going to look at it and see how used it is, because it has a bonnet pattern, and you know I love to sew. It has a bonnet pattern in it, and these dresses. Remember Holly Hobby, how popular it was back in the 80s or 70s, whenever it was, when I was growing up. And this is just a little girl's size. So I can use the pattern envelope. I can use this, like maybe on the front of a sewing journal. And the pattern paper itself, you know, we use pattern paper. If I decide I don't want to use the pattern for anything, I have the pattern paper to back things with or whatever. I like to take pattern paper and back my tags and stuff with it. Look how old this is already looking. But I love to sew, so before I do any of that, I'm going to check it out and see if it's still usable. Because I do have a granddaughter that is of the age that I might be able to make her something. I have a lot of grandsons right now, more than granddaughters, but I do have one that is still young, a granddaughter. So, I don't know. Might be able to do something with that. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and just show you this haul. You know, it always pays to go through the thrift shops and just, you know, sometimes you have to dig through stuff, but this was a good day at the thrift store. And, you know, even if I had just found this alone, oh my goodness, this big roll of this beautiful lace. I don't know if it looks as beautiful on camera as it does here, but I don't know, man. I wonder if I'm going to hoard it or if I'm actually going to use it, because it's so pretty. But anyway, all these spring colors, see the yellow and the lavender, doesn't that remind you, and the peach, doesn't that remind you of Easter? It does me. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.